So we need to stay here for another night until tomorrow.
Angie Ostojic and her family are trapped at the airport. They live in Calgary and were headed to Manila via Vancouver.
There's no plan B because we cannot move. We can't go anywhere. They cannot fly us back. We can't, and we only have 2 weeks to spend supposed to in the Philippines. We cannot go now.
It was going to be the first time since the pandemic they saw family there.
It's painful. It's sad. Make me mad.
Planes have been lined up on the tarmac since the snowfall Monday night. Dozens of international flights have been canceled to deal with the backlog.
It is going to continue to be challenging in the coming days.
Some passengers were trapped on the tarmac for up to 12 hours. The airport insists that was unavoidable.
Would this have been solved with more equipment, more crew on the ground on Monday?
No. Again, the real challenge was how hard and fast the snow came and how much of it fell. That trapped aircraft on our airfield. It meant that gates were unavailable to safely deplane passengers.
The Canadian Transportation Agency says it's investigating several airlines and will act if necessary.
Boarding a flight, not having a clear path for getting passengers out of the aircraft if they're not going to take off, that's inexcusable.
The chaos in Vancouver has had ripple effects, leaving people stranded across the country.
I understand that I'm entitled to somewhere to sleep and food and like there's literally no one here to even talk to about that.
The problems in Vancouver will likely continue to create issues at Canadian airports for some time.
There will be crew who are in the wrong locations. There will be aircraft that are also not where they are supposed to be.
For those waiting in long lines to rebook, the airport is trying to make it more comfortable, as many realize they may not make it home for the holidays.
Renee, what are the airlines saying after all this?
Well, Anita, neither WestJet or Air Canada made anyone available today to answer questions about what's been happening. The lineup behind me, these are Air Canada passengers waiting to rebook. WestJet customers are being told to do that online. Both airlines acknowledge this has been challenging and have relaxed some rules around rebooking and flight credits.
Okay, and we know there is more bad weather coming for several parts of the country, which is likely to make things worse.
That's right. Snow is expected here in YVR. The airport says they're fully staffed. They have de-icing equipment on standby. Some staff are even staying in nearby hotels so they can get here quickly. And then there's that other storm headed for Ontario, Quebec, and Atlantic Canada from Thursday into Friday. Pearson Airport is telling passengers that if they have a flight, check in advance that it is going before leaving home and coming to the airport.
Renee Filipponi, thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's talk more about that bad weather. Environment Canada meteorologist Gerald Chang joins us now. I want to start with BC. What's going to happen as we head into the Christmas weekend?
Well, cold air is still in place in much of BC, and there is another storm system coming. And with the cold air, that means more snow. Now, slowly, the snow will transition to rain late Friday night. But during that transition, there could be freezing rain, so it will be another wintry mess.
What about Ontario and Quebec? What are we looking at there over the next few days?
Well, Thursday is really the day to get prepared to run errands, to get groceries, to get those last-minute gifts, because there will be some very fierce winds on Friday and Saturday. These winds could reach 100 kilometers per hour, 120 kilometers per hour in some places, and that means power outages. And of course, everybody is preparing for the holidays, so have contingency plans in place. On top of that, combined with the snow that will come late Friday into Saturday, poor visibility, next to nil in some places, and that means travel by car will be very, very dangerous.
Yeah, traveling anyway will be pretty dangerous, I imagine. Gerald Chang, thank you.
You're welcome.